Hey, it's Dr. Schmidt at the Nutritional Healing Center of Ann Arbor. And there are two subjects that people have been talking about on YouTube. And a couple of doctors that I watch, Dr. Greger and Dr. Berg, have talked about this. But I need to put in my 2 cents because there's some missing data. And I want to put that in. So the two subjects are fatty liver and then insulin resistance related to eating fat and ketosis. So number one, fatty liver. So Dr. Greger says that chronic disease is fat deposited in the abdomen and in the organs of the abdomen. And I agree with that. That's a true statement. But his next statement is that in order to prevent that, you have to go vegan. Okay, so I disagree with that 100% because you can go into ketosis and it cleans up all that fat. Okay, so now Dr. Berg has read his Guyton Physiology textbook. And what he says is that from the textbook is that when you go in ketosis, it's a low insulin state, which then creates a fat deposition in the liver. Okay, so I disagree with that, and there's new research that disproves that, and I'll put links below. But just look at this logically. So when you go into ketosis and your body's burning fat, all the cells are burning fat. It's pulling fat from everywhere. It's pulling fat from your liver too. It's not going to just pull fat from everywhere except your liver, and put fat in your liver while it's cleaning everything else up. Okay, it's going to clean up everywhere. So let's look at this again logically. Like, let's say I talked to a guy yesterday on the phone, and he bicycles for exercise, and some days he'll do 100 miles or 200 miles in one day. And he told me that the last time he biked at mile 120, he got this great energy suddenly, and then he started passing everybody, and he got into ketosis at that time. And so during that time of this great state of health, in the middle of a 200-mile bike ride, was his body creating chronic disease by depositing fat in the liver? No, it was cleaning up the liver. Okay, another analogy would be if you go into ketosis after 4 days of fasting, and now you're on day 6 and 7 and 8. During that time, is your body creating disease by depositing fat in your liver? No, it's not. It's actually cleaning the liver and cleaning all your organs. Okay, so ketosis is solved. Fatty liver disease is solved by ketosis. Now, in one of the links below, there's a study showing that there's noticeable improvement in the fatty liver problem in 3 days of ketosis. So you can get fast action, and one of the main nutrients to do this is choline, and that's in fat, and there's actually choline supplements too. Okay, so the next topic is insulin resistance. So Dr. Greger says in one of his videos that insulin resistance is when the cells are filled with fat, and that prevents insulin from working on the cells. And then therefore fat is the cause of diabetes. That's what he says. Okay, I completely 100% disagree with that. So what is the cause of diabetes? It's sugar. And what makes it worse is when you have sugar plus fat. So that's the worst thing that you could do is eat sugar and fat at the same time. So Dr. Berg had a rebuttal to Dr. Greger, and Dr. Berg had his physiology textbook out, and it says that there are different causes of insulin resistance, but nowhere in the textbook did it say that fat in the cell is a cause. Okay, now, so you can argue back and forth who's right. Is it Berg or is it Greger? Greger has newer information, newer research, but the point is, the solution's the same. It's ketosis. So you got the cell filled with fat. How do you get the fat out? Go into ketosis and it cleans it up. So ketosis cleans the cells of fat. It cleans the liver of fat. It cleans your organs of fat. It cleans your body of unwanted fat. So to wrap this up, I was at a seminar in January of 2017, and it was called Low Carb USA. It was in Florida. And there were presenters who had a lot of slides and stuff, but when we walked into the seminar, there were no notes handed to us. So we had to handwrite our notes. But one of the presenters had a picture of 3 mice. And I don't have the study, and I've been looking for it and I haven't found it. If you find it, please let me know in the comments below. I'd love to have my hands on this research. But there were 3 categories of mice. One was the control group. The second one was a high carb diet, and the third one was a ketogenic diet. So they sacrificed the mice, and then they weighed the organs, and they looked at the health, and they tested the blood and all that. So, and they showed 3 mice on the slides, and they had opened up their abdomen, and you could see that the high carbohydrate mice had fat embedded in their abdomen, and the organs looked sick. They looked more brown, and they should have been pink. And then the ketogenic mice were lean throughout, and their organs were pink, and they looked healthy. You could see it, that they looked healthy. So I've looked for this research. Like I said, I can't find it, but if you do, please let me know. I'd love to have my hands on that, and then I can show it. So these are my comments on ketosis and fatty liver and insulin resistance. So if this clears up some confusion that you have, please give me a thumbs up. Let me know if it helps you out, and then please share and subscribe. All right, thanks.